Alright, we are on to the last two races of Blacklist number 1. Alright, again, perfect launch. Perfect launch is always good. Probably nitrous until about 4th gear, and try to stay on the inside of all these turns and take the shortcut. Don't let him pass you on the inside. As always, don't hit any cars. If you hit a few and you have some nitrous left over, that's a good thing. So another thing is, do not waste all your nitrous on the straightaways. Take as many shortcuts as you can. Try to cut the turns as tight as possible. If you do start to lose control of your car, there's two things you can do. Nitrous to straighten your car out, or let off the gas and kind of let the car straighten itself out. He will be on you throughout the whole race, as always, and if he does pass you, don't worry, you will be able to pass him later. He leaves a lot of openings. When you go over this jump, stay as still as possible. Don't turn at all, or else you'll find yourself in a wall. Now, the shortcut that he always takes is right up here, right before you get to the back and forth turns, right where the huge double jumps are. There's a small shortcut that you really need to take if you're even going to want to stand a chance against Razor. Now, when you're going around the university, the big circular track, it's really easy to catch up to him. Don't worry, don't use any nitrous, just worry about staying on the road and not hitting anything, and no matter what, you will be able to catch him. Like we just did there. Don't hit those poles. If you hit those poles, it's pretty much an instant, you lose. You will lose if you hit those poles. Now he's passed you again. Again, just keep your cool. Wait for an opening and take it. You really don't even need to use nitrous. Save your nitrous for if you get into an accident. If you hit a wall or a car. Don't worry about using it to take him as much. This shortcut really requires you to be as straight as possible and then to cut the turn as tight as possible. If you turn correctly, you should be able to run right through it without hitting the walls, and you'll have a lot of speed. Again, straight as possible, and you should be able to land this perfectly fine. Right, if you have a pretty bad turn, it's always a good idea to accelerate quickly with nitrous to get you back up to speed. He will crash sometimes, which is why he's back really far. This is when you really just want to keep your cool and drive. Don't worry about nitrous, don't worry about anything. Just make sure you don't crash. Alright, there is a third lap to this race, but it's the exact same of what I've been telling you. So, I'm just gonna get on with the last race. The last race is a sprint. It's kind of on the same track that you have been doing this whole time. It goes from one end of the city to the other. Perfect launch and nitrous up the 4th gear, as always. And take the turns on the insides. okay to go through the grass as long as you can keep your traction on it. In fact, probably on the large turns it's better to take the grass, and if you're on a small turn, don't even worry about the grass, because since you'll be turning quicker, it really won't help you at all. Now the small shortcuts up here you need to take. Even though they might not seem like much, they really do help you. He won't take them, and it'll give you a little bit of space, and every bit of space counts. Alright, on this little S turn here, stay on the inside as much as possible. It's okay if you kind of graze the inside railing. You don't want to full on crash into it, but it's okay to touch it. Use a little bit nitrous if you feel he's getting too close, but don't drain your entire supply. Okay, here you need to be as straight as possible. You may want to brake a little bit before you go off the first turn so that you can hit the second ledge correctly, so you won't go flying off and spinning out. He will never take those jumps, so if you take those and can land them correctly, you should be in really good shape. Again, on this little S turn thing, stay on the insides, but keep your speed up. Don't slow down to stay on the inside. If you're going to go around the outside, but keep your speed up, that's better. Never go through the little tunnel through the buildings. It's too dangerous unless you can really handle it well. But at these speeds, it's really hard to handle anything. Alright, when you're going through this construction area here, the dirt is not a very good place to be. It has really bad traction, and it's really hard to get out of it once you get in it. So unless you have to, try to stay on the roads. Alright, there's going to be a really sharp turn to the left right before you get to the finish line, so when you're going off the cliff, don't press the gas at all. That way you can easily turn and beat Blacklist #1.